That's pretty much a mad knock there. That's manslaughter there.
Murder.
No, that's manslaughter. That's not intentional murder necessarily.
It's not first degree, but it's still
no, that's manslaughter. They did murder him, though, because I'd done first aid. Every fucking copper does first aid. When you've got an impaling victim, you leave it there till an ambo, and actually SES get there, and they have to angle grind the pole, whatever it is, and they take it out in hospital, because as soon as you pull that out, you bleed to death. They murdered him by pulling him off. They do first aid. They murdered him by waiting 20 minutes to even call an ambulance. They called for backup to come and get the push bike as evidence, which we never got back till 3 inquests later, and they gave us a brand new one from Kmart they put together that day with the back handlers bars on backwards. But they called for backup to get rid of the evidence before they called for ambos. That's where it's murder. It's murder pulling him off. If he's well, it's cleaned up now, it's years later. But when we did the memorial for him, the Sydney version of the funeral, down there, the cement where it happened, this is like 3 months after the fact, the blood still stained there. It was like that thick in a pool when it happened, and it was stained 3 months later. This shit's murder. There was 3 royal inquests been opened to that. Not one copper's been charged. Nothing's been happened to them. Yeah, I'll keep going on with that, but that gives you an idea. We can go on to Palm Island, or do you want to do that next?
We'll talk about it now, eh?
Yeah, well, same shit. We got Palm Island. No copper's been done in for that. Okay, he got charged, but he got let off. What actually happened? They got awarded the highest fucking award a copper in the country can get. That's what they got in Palm Island. And for doing shit like we're doing right now, fucking Lex Watton gets locked up, and he's only just got off his gag order and can now speak about it. But he gets locked up for inciting a riot for doing this here. To be honest, Abbott's going to lock us up soon for 6 months now. He's going for them laws without a fucking charge.
Yeah, fuck yeah. But yeah, and also with the brother in Palm Island, the coroner said that his injuries were like that of someone that was in a car crash or an aeroplane crash. So he was beaten to death. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big thing, being bashed to death. You know what I mean? And nothing from it. His son ended up committing suicide after that as well, so not only is he responsible for that man's life, he's responsible for his son's life. You know? And the other fella that was in the next cell to him, eh? Yeah. Exactly, that's 3 lives, destroy the whole community. But a copper gets the highest award you can get in the country for it. Not charged, not in trouble for it, actually like patted on the back with it is the best shit you can do, mate. And the coroner, the first one, said he was bashed to death, she got fired, and then they bring in another one. So that says right there, the system, they don't care. They just want to make themselves not guilty, that's it. They don't care about the truth. They've got to hide that shit. Just like they do all the massacres. What's the other one? We got the boys down the cross. 2 boys there, chase. They shoot him in the neck, drag him out of the car, punch him fucking in the head. There's 100 of witnesses around, the shit's on camera. No fucking charges, no nothing. That was on the news. The lad was bleeding from a gunshot wound to the neck, and the big ass copper ran over and punched him in the back of the head while he's on the ground bleeding. King hit. That was on the news. Dragging him around like a rag doll. You know? No charge. Imagine if I did that to someone, even if they weren't shot, I'll be fucking locked up tomorrow. And they're always excuses, these people are bad. Look, some people might be doing fucking criminal shit, others aren't. But it doesn't matter. No other person gets fucking treated that way when they do the bad shit. No one else. No one else. There's a hierarchy in this country of fucking racism. And we're on the bottom rung. And it depends on whether you come here and colonise, whether you support them because your life's better than us, or whether you support us. And unfortunately, a whole lot of them decide, well, we're on the rung above here, so we'll sit here. We're always on the fucking bottom. With crimes, because there's more number, we're 3% of the country, no one gives a fuck. Unless we're starting to get more support these days, but no one gives a shit. 3% of the country, who cares about their voice? You get Muslim people, I mean, I support them in Bankstown because they supported the NT thing because they got basics card before we did. It's a roll-on. All these laws are blackfella laws. The bikie laws aren't new laws. The consorting laws aren't new laws. They're new laws for everybody else. They're called blackfella laws. That's it. Income management, everything. They're called blackfella laws. And if, well, I've said this a lot, and I try not to have a go because some people are young, some people